And we are live on the Scotch and Songs podcast. Um,
Well, at least one of us is.
One of us wishes we weren't.
Well, whatever he had last week, it seems to have, several hundred miles away affected me.
Ah, that's fun, isn't it?
You see what you did? I blame you for all of this, little brother.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably deserve it. Ask my ex-wife. I am an asshole. I am 100% the asshole. So, do you have the background music going?
I'm the asshole. But it has me in her phone as A. Cole Northrup, right? And like, I get it. You abbreviated my first name, put me in as the name I go by, my middle name. But when I saw this, I said, hold up. That's bullshit. I'm not A. Cole Northrup. I am the Cole Northrup.
Wait. Do you know another?
Obviously, she rolled her eyes at me and just continued on.
Do you have the background music going?
Yes, and I can in fact agree that he is in fact killing it.
Hello, Mom.
Oh.
I wish, just seriously, that I had a way of getting in contact with him. Because I think he would be a hilarious guest on Scotch and Songs.
I think it'd be a hilarious guest, just about anywhere.
That's fair.
This night show. Well, I guess those won't be lasting a whole lot longer, right? They're all the late night comedy news shows are going to wind up getting canceled for doing political jokes. But it'd be great to have, a house party or somewhere where you can speak your mind publicly.
Let's be honest. He'd end up being the life of the party.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, what's going on in your part of the world? Aside from it being on fire.
Actually, everything out here is on ice, political kind. We're still buried under what's probably at least 8 inches of snow.
Nice.
And ice.
Oh,
and we might have more coming soon.
It was snowing like a mad bastard here the other day. Friday. Woke up Saturday, went into work, all the snow was gone. Like it never happened. It went from 15 degrees to close to 70.
Wow.
In 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's Colorado.
I mean, it's not even 70 in my house.
It is currently 77 down here in my little basement.
Right. It's like 66 in the house right now.
I unfortunately seem to have inherited Mom's ability to always be cold.
Right. So does my son.
Well, conversation I had with mom, oh god, a little while ago now. That's probably not a good thing.
Uh, yeah. Well, there's
Come to find out, one of the earliest symptoms of lupus is you're always cold.
that's also a symptom of a great number of other things.
Yeah. Um, it's also a symptom of mental illness. You're not really
Uh,
cold. You just think you are.
well, you know, cold hands, warm heart.
That can't be true. Depending on who you ask, I'm just a cold-hearted bastard.
Waiting for mom's comment.
Yeah. So, can't
I've got
regulate your
nothing.
body temperature. That's, I mean, yeah. No, I've noticed there is no comfortable. I'm actually that's not true. I'm relatively comfortable right now, but it's also almost 80 down here. Um, but in the summer, I'm incredibly hot. I've got fans that I have to have going down here, and in the winter, I'm always cold.
There we go. There's mom's comment. I was waiting for that one. I commented on grandma's hands. Oh, grandma, your hands are cold. And she says, cold hands, warm heart. And then I felt mom's hands. And I said, wow, mom, your hands are warm. That must mean you have a cold heart.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but I was like, four. Hang on. I have to say it in a Boston accent. But I was like four. So I didn't know what it meant.
Eh. Um. Yeah, I'd probably still be wearing a jacket at 70. So, spoke with Dad. Same time I spoke with Mom. For a little bit, because I had an idea for him, and I haven't heard back from him about it. Did I tell you about that? Get Dad to tell
No.
some of his stories.
Oh, right.
I mean, he's got a lot of stories to tell. Some old native legends, or some of it. Dad has lived just an insane life. So some of the stories he probably forgot. That's fair. Yeah, we forgot to do this around Halloween, but need to get Mom and Dad to tell a story about the Bell Witch house, or as close as they could get to it. Because wasn't that one of the spots where they got close and said, "Nope, don't like this."
Yeah. You know,
Were you with him for that
Sometimes
one?
vibes are all you need.
Were you with him for that one?
Uh, it seems vaguely familiar,
If I'm not
but
mistaken, mom said pretty much the exact same thing happened at Amityville.
oh, mom says nope. So maybe I was not present for that one, but
I think she's saying nope in reference to Bell Witch and Amityville. That's two places, two of the many. Couldn't even make it up the driveway. Yeah. I would say that's probably two places where there's just a whole bunch of nope. It's like a nope field right around it.
I mean, I do remember San Antonio.
Oh god, I need to head back down that way. I enjoyed the little bit of time I spent in Texas. Never went to Amityville. I thought you said that we did. Trying to keep our background music in the background. There we go. I'm actually going to start that one again. We missed these guys on emo night.
They're not emo.
Close enough.
They're not emo.
Mom says San Antonio was one I'd go back to. They're not emo, then what are they?
Uh, Ghost rock? I mean, they're just a rock band. They're not emo.
All right. We're at an impasse here.
Well, shit.
What does Wikipedia say, Cole?
Pop punk, emo pop, alternative rock, power pop.
What was that second one?
But well, I have never thought about Jimmy Eat World as an emo band. Heavy punk influence. Okay, sure. Um, Very poppy structures,
Yes.
undeniably. Alt rock, yes. But I literally never thought about them as being an emo band.
Pop punk is predominantly bands that could be considered emo bands.
I would say Green Day, but they kind of fucked that one up themselves. That's my one. So, like, early Green Day was pop punk without being emo.
Yes.
And then they came out with American Idiot, and they've just been okay. So,
So,
it's just Indie World doesn't feel emo to me. But like Blink-182, pop punk, not emo.
Yeah. I can think of a few people who would disagree. So you have to separate out emo from the genre, because it is its own genre, and emo from the culture and the bands that the emo and the scene and a lot of the metal kids were listening to at that particular time. Say 08 to 2015 or so.
Well, I feel like emo started before that, but okay.
No, you're very much right. As a genre, the culture kind of popped up there in the late 2000s.
Well, no, because American Idiot came out while I was in high school, and they had fully co-opted an already existing fashion trend.
Yeah.
That was before 2005. So the emo culture existed while I was still in high school, and therefore spawned in the early aughts.
The high point of that particular culture was about 08 to about 2015.
And perhaps I'll agree with you on that. But it existed well before that.
Yeah. And the Greeks exist still. But you don't consider Greek culture much past the beginnings of Rome.
I try not to measure Greek culture based on Rome. But okay.
But you know exactly what I'm saying. And that was also the one mention of the Roman Empire.
I was unaware that was one of the things, but okay.
The running joke is every man thinks about the Roman Empire constantly.
Oh, right.
So that was the one mention. We're now at like four mentions, but...
The fact that we live in the third coming of Rome, is...
Well... Do that. That should free some stuff up. My computer's doing weird shit, and I think I know why. Yeah, that dropped it. Okay. So to anyone watching who's been wondering why the stream has been a little buggy, it's because somebody forgot to close out Steam. Speaking of which, you missed me playing Project Zomboid.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's alright. It's probably a good thing. I almost died about 10 minutes in. That was almost the shortest Twitch stream in existence.
It's good to see all 1,500 of you here, but nope, not today.
Basically. Well, you guys will be able to go back and fact check this and call me a damned liar. But I went to go raid a police station and stepped out, and just about got ambushed. About 5-10 minutes in. Because apparently I decided I like to show my back to zombies, because that always goes well.
If I can't see them, they can't see me. I'm invisible.
I went into the sandbox settings and turned everything to make it as easy as possible, and still almost died within 10 minutes. It is an extremely difficult game. I mean, the opening splash screen, as it loads in, doesn't say, "This is how humanity survived." It said, "These are the end times. There is no hope. This is how you died." You're going to die. Just go as long as you can. But I'll probably be streaming it again tomorrow. If I had the money, I would buy it for you and Richard, because that would be hilarious. It would actually be really funny. The downside is, you die, you're dead.
Right.
There is no respawn.
And see, for something like that, I feel like it should be a free-to-play game.
Typically, I might agree with that. I mean, it's not an expensive game. I bought it for about $20. It's also quite possibly one of the biggest games I've seen. Like, it is massive. And then you can add expansions onto the map further than that.
But if you die, you're done.
You die, you get to start a new game.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can create a new character and spawn into the same world.
Oh, okay.
It's better to start a new game. Because a lot of the advantages that you have in the early game, technically there's less zombies. You lose that if you're a year into the game and you then die.
Right.
Because the zombie population will be right back. And then you've got to fight your way to all your gear. Hopefully you had a base and you weren't carrying it all with you. Hopefully you left all the good guns at home, which would probably be why you died. If not, you'll have to fight all the zombies that kind of killed you.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be a bad time. You could be French frying when you should have pizza. Or pizza when you should have French fried. There's a reference a lot of people won't get. You get the reference, don't you?
I feel like I should, but it's not clicking right now.
If you pizza when you're supposed to French fry, you're gonna have a bad time. South Park.
Yeah, no, like you say it in the voice, but I don't remember that.
Because it was like one episode early on. They went up to like Breckenridge or something. They were skiing.
If you pizza when you're supposed to French fry,
you're gonna have a bad time. God, that is a stupid show. I enjoy it so much. You know they bought a restaurant?
I'm unsurprised.
So, in a couple of episodes of South Park, they mention a restaurant called Casa Bonita. It is a real restaurant in Denver. During COVID, it shut down.
But is Jennifer Lopez there?
You might see her there. But no, Matt and Trey bought the restaurant. From what I've heard, people have gotten sick. The food's kind of meh, so nothing changed.
Let's make it true to in-universe South Park.
No. A friend of mine grew up in Denver and went there several times as a kid, once or twice as an adult. And no, you go to Casa Bonita, you get sick. It's just one of those things. Matt and Trey kept it true to form.
Well, at least they're not pulling a Mr. Beast.
No. They actually use their own kitchen. Doo-doo. Ting.
I bet all of Mr. Beast food projects having, FDA recalls and shit over whatever contamination or mold or whatnot. And see, the thing is, who's using somebody else's kitchen and going down with all these violations? At least Matt and Trey didn't change anything.
Yeah. First off, do you really expect a YouTuber to, one, be able to compete with Lunchable?
No. Right, I mean, YouTuber competing with Oscar Mayer.
Yeah.
But no, Lunchables. Is that Oscar Mayer?
I want to say it is.
Oh, so I can spell lunch. It's Fisher Price. Kraft Heinz, Oscar Mayer.
Yep.
All right. Hey, look, I did get something right. Also, no laugh said it's Fisher Price. Come on, that would have been.
Mom says yes. Well, yeah, I don't want anything to do with anything that somebody with the last name Paul has a hand in. Um,
I have a singular exception,
huh.
but it's only because it's somebody that I knew.
Non-related, I hope.
Uh, to the best of my knowledge, no.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Neither
Lunchley's.
that one nor any senators from Kentucky.
Yeah, Lunchley's gonna be a no from me, because my baloney has a first name.
It's Wilbur.
You mean to tell me that's the ending of Charlotte's Web that they cut?
Oh, they
Pun
definitely
intended.
cut. A cold cut.
They were in trouble a while back for the lead content in Lunchables. Are you surprised?
Letables. The taste will drive you crazy.
Which is kind of funny, because don't Lunchables have about the same nutritional value as lead paint? You know what we never really had growing up? Lunchables. You know why? It's cheaper to make yourself a bologna sandwich.
Yes, you were correct. I do recall at some point having Lunchables, but it's great if you're not hungry. But I was always somebody who was hungry, and still am.
Well, yeah, but you're like 8 feet tall. It takes a lot of energy to end up being 8 feet tall.
uh, my production supervisor is legitimately 6.5 foot tall. Like, I actually have to look up having a conversation with him.
My landlord is 6'8", or
Cool. Wow.
4'32". That's his favorite joke.
Years ago, there was a Flash cartoon, series of Flash cartoons, but the Professor Brothers, and one of them was a song about George Washington. And every time the chorus came around about Washington, Washington, he just kept getting taller and more exaggerated.
Oh, speaking of George Washington,
So they go from 5'10" to eventually he's 6'20" and weighs over a ton.
speaking of that though, do you remember a cartoon? It was a PBS cartoon, and it was a bunch of kids during the Revolutionary War. I know Crystal liked to watch it. I don't remember what it was called.
No, I don't.
Mom, do you or Crystal remember what that was called?
I mean, it sounds like it could be Schoolhouse Rock. It sounds like it could be Peabody and Sherman. It sounds like it could be,
Liberty Kids.
Liberty Kids. Look at that, they both answered.
They both answered. I don't remember why, but that came to me the other night. Maybe I took too much. Maybe I took a little bit too much Sudafed, but no, just random things that come to you. Crystal, what was the other one you watched all the time? As he runs off. Huh.
Okay.
I remember it being kind of interesting. Considering where I grew up, that's not surprising. But oh, what was the other one? Sagwa. Crystal always watched Sagwa. Crystal liked PBS cartoons.
Okay. I wish more people had liked PBS cartoons.
Right? I wish PBS cartoons were more interesting sometimes.
I wish PBS was still a thing.
It's not?
No, the current administration has removed all funding for PBS. They've run out of budget, and they are no longer broadcasting as PBS.
That's
So if
unfortunate.
anybody is airing PBS programming, it's not PBS anymore because they are defunct.
Huh.
The federal government has done away with the public broadcasting service.
Yes, on a Civil War battlefield, but more specifically, East Coast. In responses to where I grew up. I mean, Dover was a battlefield.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's one for you, Cole. Without looking, what is it?
Right. Well, I was already looking, but I looked because I instinctively recognized the riff.
Yeah.
So, I already knew it was "Where Did You Sleep Last Night?"
Not by Nirvana. This is the original.
That part is worthy.
Well, this is the earliest known version. It's actually a very old song. Which actually could be an episode in itself. Some of the old songs that are older than people realize.
Lies.
For instance, who wrote House of the Rising Sun?
Oh, God. Yeah, no, that was... that song's probably as old as New Orleans itself.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who did the earliest recorded version?
I'm probably going to recognize the name that you're going to tell me, but I don't know.
You're listening to him.
Okay, that's about what I expected. But I've heard that song is decades older than that.
Yes. So, House of the Rising Sun is about a... How do I make it? Brothel. Um, in...
It's about a Brooklyn man.
I mean... But it's about a brothel in New Orleans. The House of the Rising Sun was, probably still is, a brothel in New Orleans. The song is so old nobody knows where it came from. Kind of like Where Did You Sleep? And oddly enough, a lot of Lead Belly songs. Lead Belly is one of, if not the first known recording. But a lot of his songs ended up being folk songs. So it's songs that have been played and played and played, and he ended up being the one to record them. This is one of my favorite bands. They don't put out music anymore. Not really. But they still tour. I missed the opportunity to see them because I had no funding. But they played Fort Collins a couple years ago.
I feel like they've played parks sometime in the past couple of years.
They do a lot of fairs. They do a lot of fairs. Because that's what happens when you're a band that nobody remembers the name of from the 90s.
They remember your music, but not your name.
Yeah.
Yep.
This particular song, Y Part 2, is not one of their more well-known songs. I mean, it's on their greatest hits, but it's not one of their more well-known songs. December is one. World I Know is another. Shine. Shine is the other one.
Yep.
I don't play World I Know. The other two I do. And this one I play too.
I mean, everybody knows that riff.
Yeah. Everybody can sing the chorus. Yeah. Whoa, heaven let your light shine down. Yeah, everybody can sing. Yeah. I wish I could get this thing to work so that I could actually play through Discord. I think I know why it doesn't, but I'm not playing around with settings right now. Oh. At Walmart the other day. Apparently, Walmart has, and the air quotations are important, Wagyu steak.
Okay.
I was walking through Walmart because I went to Sterling to go to Sterling. Saw that and said, okay, I'll spend $18 for a steak. If it turns out good, I'll be happy. If not, I wasted $18. I probably wasted $18. It is by no means A5 Wagyu.
Yeah, because if it's actually A5 Wagyu, you're paying A5 Wagyu prices.
Yes. It's something
Right? I
like
mean,
$60 a pound.
$250. Yeah.
It's on my list. I want to try proper A5 Wagyu.
The only way to get proper A5 Wagyu is to go to a bar in Japan. Like, specifically for Wagyu.
If you guys would like to help me on this bucket list item, scan that QR code. I'll make content out of it. Do what?
You're like, if you want to help me on this bucket list item, scan the QR code. It's like, listen, there are two of us on this stream.
If you would like to help us on this bucket list item, scan that QR code. Send us to Japan. We'll make content out of it.
There's a ton of music in Japan we can talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Will we understand it? Not at all. Will we discuss it? Absolutely.
Most of them speak English. Most countries, the population speaks English. It's kind of the U.S. where we speak only English.
Only English.
Predominantly. Yeah. You go to Germany, a lot of Germans know how to speak English. If they tell you they don't, it's because they're busy, leave them alone.
Also, it's worth noting that speakers of Germanic languages tend to speak the best English compared to, Romance speakers or Slavic speakers or, whatever other languages once you're outside of Europe. It's just giving the context here. But yeah, Americans, that's Brits tend to learn French or Spanish or German, right? Whereas Americans don't bother learning any other language.
Yeah. I had to take 2 years of a foreign language in high school. I lived in Arizona, so it made sense to choose German.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Trust me, I don't regret that one bit.
Why do I not understand any of the signs or the streets or the towns around me?
Well, I live
in the foreign language that I don't understand.
Yeah, it does come in handy. Mainly because I can kind of swap into German and talk shit about coworkers to their face, and they don't know what I'm saying.
You do know that people get suspicious as soon as you start speaking German, right? Like immediately.
There's a secret to that, though.
I mean, you ought to know that.
Nice. I see what you did. Well, the trick to that is to sometimes randomly swap into German anyway. And I do. My very minimal knowledge of German.
Right, so I have the fun situation where like I work in New Jersey, right? So obviously English is the expected language because this is America and it's a business and everything's English. But most of the people that I work with speak Spanish, like
Yeah.
primarily or fluently Spanish,
Yeah.
right? And then we have a good number of Asian employees. So both French or Creole will work here. And it's sort of a gamble as to which one. Like, I mean, Creole is obviously going to be the more widely recognized spoken language amongst Asians, right? But I don't know Creole, but I do know French words, right? It's an oversimplification, but the difference between French and English, the difference between English and Creole, is the same difference between French and Creole.
Well,
But English and Creole are just really bad French.
I took 1 year of French in high school. They gave me a foreign language first thing in the morning. Yeah, that was nap time. Do you speak French? Cheese. Fromage. It's like the one word I can remember.
Because anybody who knows Drake knows that he's all about him some cheese first thing in the morning.
Depends. I mean, usually when I make eggs, if I'm scrambling them, I throw a good handful of cheese in there.
Right, but if you can't cook the eggs, you'll just eat the cheese straight out of the drawer and leave all the wrappers there for me to discover and then freak out about 5 minutes before Mom walks in the room. Be like, what the hell happened to all the cheese? Right, Kaden, you can't blame everything on your little brother. No, like literally, he's eating cheese right now.
I don't remember that.
But I do.
Notice, I did not deny that happened. I don't doubt it.
And like we had just been to the grocery store, so like you ate the entire month's worth of cheese in one sitting because you were awake 10 minutes before me.
What? Ooh, what kind of cheese was it? Was it like Kraft Singles?
Kraft Singles.
Oh God! Don't worry, I've matured. I can't stand Kraft Singles.
And we were on Wick, but like that was the cheese that we had for like the whole last month.
Yeah.
And we had the name brand Kraft Singles, not the store brand, which is preferable because the store brand Kraft imitation cheese product was basically just plastic. I mean, like, it was terrible.
Speaking of terrible cheese, I do happen to like Velveeta. the blocks of Velveeta.
I thought you were going to go with like terrible European cheeses.
The maggot one?
Right, no. That's a big note for me.
I say that, but I'm a foodie at heart, and I'll try most anything at least once.
Yeah, nope, that's a big nope for me.
I mean,
I,
I'm also
I too enjoy all sorts of different foods, but nope.
I don't know.
I'm,
Being there, I would probably say the same, to be honest. That being said, I tell people all the time, I would love to go to Scotland and try haggis.
and I mean, like, some of these foods that sound unappealing, made by the people who have been doing this for thousands of years, where it's a point of cultural pride. You know, there's probably a bit of difference to it than what we're getting filtered to us,
Oh yeah.
right? You know, I've heard tons of people villainize Korean food, particularly kimchi, because, you know, why would I want to eat vegetables that have been buried in a clay pot in the backyard for 7 years? And kimchi is absolutely delicious.
I
I'm
don't
all in kimchi.
I personally don't care much for it, but that's my personal opinion. It's not like maggot cheese where come on, that's come on.
Or how about Iceland with the air cured Greenland shark?
Yeah, that one's a little iffy, but I mean, I'd probably try it.
And I mean, like, they have to air cure the shark because of the high levels of uric acid in the shark meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I might end up having a friend come into town tomorrow, and I text him, I need you to find me some nori, because I can't find any around here. And I had to explain to him what nori is. Judging by your reaction, you know what nori is.
You're better off just making nigiri.
Do what?
I said you're better off just making nigiri if that's the case.
I need it.
But, you know, you can't exactly make a Philadelphia nigiri. I mean, I guess you could. Actually, that's a really interesting concept, and now I want to try.
I need nori so I can do a spam musubi. It looks like it would be a good snack for me at work.
Are you making temaki out of it?
No, just
Actually,
spam musubi.
okay.
You know what spam musubi is, right?
No.
It's you take your nori. It's a sheet of seaweed, for those not in the know. And you take some spam, and you slice it, and you fry it up. A little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of sugar. Make a soy sauce glaze.
Right.
And then in the empty spam container, you put some plastic wrap, some rice, then you put a slice of spam on top of it and push it down. Pull it out, put it in the nori, and wrap the nori around it. Spam musubi. It's spam, rice, and seaweed.
Yeah. Okay, that's about what I expected.
It's more of a Hawaiian thing than a Japanese thing, but it looks
Okay.
good.
Hawaii, where everything is made with spam.
51st Dates. You want some Reese's and Spam? That being said, I do like Spam and eggs. I've also done Spam fried rice. Which I didn't realize is actually a thing. Spam fried rice is a real thing.
I am unsurprised. I also could not tell you the last time I had spam.
It was like 3 weeks ago for me. That being said, I did buy a can today.
I do love me some kippers, though.
Eh. Whoever picked the background music is killing it.
Somebody should call the cops.
I'm the one that chose the background music, for those of you that don't realize that. Super simple song to play.
So, you got hooked on OxyContin. Kate and I were doing laundry once. And, you know, things got moved out of the washer and into the dryer. And as she's loading the dryer, I'm putting the next load into the washer. And she turns to me and she's like, "Hey, don't forget to throw a scoop of OxyContin in there." And I looked at her and I said, "Is that why we're always broke? You're putting the OxyContin in the laundry?" And she bubbled over laughing and she's like, "No, I meant the OxyClean." I was like, "You damn right you meant the OxyClean. Where the hell are we getting OxyContin? Why aren't you sharing? And why is the money cost?" But why? But why is the wrong done?
This would be a great song to play in a bar. It really would. Especially if you can get the crowd to sing along.
Well, the ones who aren't hooked on the OxyContin anyway. You know, you need them to be awake.
You've been to some of the bars there at Fort Collins?
I live in Levittown. This would be funnier if they were awake because, you know, she spent a lot more time in the Levittown bars than I have.
Oh.
Also, catchy song, but when you actually think about the lyrics, it is not fun.
No, you are very much correct. Here's one for you.
Wow, it's too bad Kate's not awake, because she likes these guys a lot. I like them too.
Yeah. I like what they did with this song. If I'm not mistaken, no, I have the chords for the original. I kind of play it a bit more like this version, though. For the record, they can barely hear the background music, if at all.
Okay.
For you and I can't turn it down anymore. For them, I can.
Uh, Hearing County Crows do this definitely has our vibes. Like they feel like the Saturday Night cover band.
Eh. Um. Even their more high energy songs are kind of chill.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't think of it. But there's one where it's like their most high energy song, but it's still kind of chill. Didn't they also do I want to say they did Hard to Handle too. Was that Counting Crows?
Uh, I don't think I recall that. That doesn't sound familiar.
Black Crows. Okay. It was the Black Crows that did Hard to Handle.
Yeah, who's the original?
For Hard to Handle? Um, huh. Otis Redding.
Huh. Interesting.
Uh, Recorded in 67, released in 68.
Huh.
They also, Grateful Dead covered it, which is kind of funny. Black Crows covered it.
All right. I'm gonna hang out for this one, and then I'm gonna roll out because I've been
Yeah, that's fair.
not so not so on top of things today.
No, that's all right. Um, I've got a kitchen to clean and steaks to prep. Had to make sure I got all the accoutrement that goes with it. So, salad, baked potato. Got some rosemary, thyme, and garlic to cook the steak in. And I don't have a grill, so I have to do steaks in the oven and in a pan.
Yeah, but I mean, a quick sear on each side, and then into the oven to finish, and you're good. And if this is the
I'm doing it.
questionable wagyu, then you barely need any heat anyway, because otherwise you're overcooking it.
I'm actually going to do a reverse sear tonight.
Okay.
So I'm going to start it in the oven, and then I'll get a good sear on it in the pan. Set them on a cutting board. I'll actually end up setting them on the rosemary, thyme, and garlic that they got basted with in the pan.
Okay.
Trying new things.
Like it.
And always, if you're doing steaks in the oven and pan, use a thermometer. Because you need to pull them out of the oven with enough time for them to come up to temp, which should be about 130, 135. You're shooting for mid-rare.
And see, I made two steaks for me and Kate. Salad, baked potato, broccoli, and then these. Oh shit! What cut was it? Well, I forget now. But two little fillets, one for each of us, and I completely winged the whole thing. Cast iron skillet, onions, bacon grease, onions wilt down, steaks go in. Here on one side, flip them over. As they're getting the sear on the other side, threw in garlic, peppers, mushroom, celery top. And once the steaks had the second sear, got some softening on the mushrooms and peppers. Threw the whole thing into the oven with the baked potatoes. Turned the oven off as the potatoes were done. As soon as the broccoli finished, out everything comes, and pinker than what I think Kate would have liked, but they were mid-rare the whole way through. No bleeding, right, which is her big thing. And then, just the perfect tenderness. Other than the fat that I didn't trim, absolutely amazing steak. And the only reason that I didn't trim the fat was so that they would have the extra moisture to.
Yeah. I typically don't trim the fat either. I use butter and stainless, but that's personal preference.
Oh, nothing wrong with butter and stainless. I would have been using butter too, but I had the bacon grease from the night before.
See,
so
yeah.
why not?
Yeah. What am I doing tonight? Steak, salad, baked potato. My roommate's very picky on vegetables, so I have to be careful with that anyway. Otherwise, I'll be the only one eating them.
Right, but steak, salad, baked potato, and then either broccoli or trico would, like, that's the perfect steak dinner.
Yeah. Well, I also got the stuff to do sausage and rice, which I'll probably do tomorrow. And that includes a can of black-eyed peas. And, I mean, I was looking for the can, and when I finally found it, I thought, I've got a feeling she's not going to eat these.
But
I was right.
if people miss out on good food because of their own self-imposed restrictions, that's on them.
It just means I'll have an entire can of black-eyed peas to eat myself. I've got a feeling it's still going to be a good night.
I mentioned how much I enjoy kimchi. I won't touch it. That just means I've got that much more kimchi for myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I just don't care much for it.
If I open the aforementioned tin of kippers, the only person who wants anything to do with it is lucky. Who will come over and demand that I share my salted fish with her?
Yeah. Well, Stratocaster's not fixed. So, when she's in heat, which is always, I get to enjoy her and Daredevil underfoot while I'm trying to cook. To the point, I look at him. If you're underfoot and you get stepped on, that's your fault.
That's your fault. Yep.
And of course, Stratocaster will look up and, no, yes, now fuck off.
All right, that's your one.
And I saved it right for the end. That's been another episode of Scotch and Songs. It's been a Just Scotch episode. Maybe you learned something about cooking steaks. Maybe you
heard songs in the background.
Maybe you heard songs in the background and thought, oh God, what is that song? Maybe you learned, maybe that song's a little older than you thought.
Which happens a surprising amount of the time.
Especially here on Scotch and Songs. More than likely will not happen next week. What do you got on your list for next week, Cole?
Right, there it is. We had Just Scotch 3. Next week looks to be Foster the People.
Yes, that would be what I've got down. So if you want to hear a song that sounds happy but isn't, tune in next week. Tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow at some point, I can't tell you when, because it depends on how long I stay up tonight, which is going to be too long anyway. I will be streaming some more Project Zomboid. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself 2 episodes in. And it's early enough. I'll probably be on there again in about half an hour or so. So, if that's something that interests you, you want to see me run for my life from terrifying isometric zombies, tune in again. And we will catch you next week on